What's up, everybody, man? And welcome once again to our Portland Downtown podcast. This is Gabriel, and
Adam.
I'm with my boy Adam, and we are live right here at the 8x8. If you know what's up, you know what's up, and if you don't, you just don't. But we're reporting live from downtown Portland. Man, it's been a great week, and you know what I mean. First and foremost, man, before we get started. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, show some love. So today, man, we're gonna be touching on a pretty touchy subject. Today we're gonna talk about religion. Dun dun dun. Religion. So, I mean, yeah,
It's a very broad topic.
it really is.
Very broad topic, and so let's get right into it.
So, you know, there's a lot of, I mean, personally, I believe that we're living in very crazy times right now.
Absolutely.
You know? And I believe that, you know, a lot of people are, you know, because due to the times that we're living right now, you know, I believe that a lot of people are desperate, you know, more than ever, you know. I mean, if we take a look at the world and time in history right now, I mean, it's probably as bad as if ever been, you know. I mean, there's just so much bad that's going on in the world that, you know, people turn to, you know, in terms of spirituality and in terms of a God, right? People are desperate, you know, now more than ever to find and seek, you know, a higher power. Yeah, higher
People
power.
are looking for answers.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, it's you just take a look at, you just wake up every morning and take a look at the news and, you know, the media, and it's just so much going on, man.
So much negativity.
Yeah, so
just
much
craziness.
And it's kind of feels like we're in the verge of you know, of some, you know, catastrophe, you know, or something.
Things
are
are just going downhill.
And I wouldn't be surprised if some crazy shit happens real soon. You know, I mean, I'm just being honest.
Yeah, it's scary to think about, and
you know, we're having I mean, drug epidemic all the way down to, like, you know, politics, and, you know, I mean, there's I believe we're so close in you know, with all these new wars are starting. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we were to start off World War III or some shit real soon, man.
Yeah,
World War
III.
It's just a lot going on.
A lot going on,
a lot,
for sure.
man. And you know, in these times, I mean, people who are desperate, you know, and they want to seek a God. They want to seek a savior, you know, a higher power. But, you know, when it comes down to it, I mean, there's so many religions. You know, there's so many religions right now, and I mean, if you, I mean, okay, you take a walk. I'm just giving an example. You take a walk here in downtown Portland, man, and, you know, you'll see some you know, a couple of those what do you call it, people that Jehovah's Witnesses, for example. You see some Jehovah's Witnesses, and they're pretty deep out here, you know.
Yeah.
If not, you'll see some, you know, a Christian
Mormon, right?
Yeah, you'll see some Christian handing out flyers, right?
Yeah, I've seen that before.
There's also what do you call that other
Mormon?
I
forget.
No, Mormon or I'm you know what I mean.
Mormon. It could.
You seen a Mormon give out flyers? I never seen
No,
Mormon.
I seen a Mormon give out books.
Give out books.
And downtown Portland area.
Have you ever seen Islamics like post up and give out?
I've seen Hare Krishnas post up in robes and
You
hand
have?
out higher knowledge.
You have?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty cool.
Okay. So, I mean, there's a lot of advertising out here in downtown Portland of different religions, you know. And I mean, it comes down to this, you know. What is the biggest religion here in the United States? Like, what is the biggest and the most powerful religion right now? You know, what is the richest religion?
It's a great question.
Yeah,
what is the richest religion?
Yeah.
The biggest religion is it's Christianity, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Christianity is the biggest religion right now, and I believe is.
But real quick, people downtown are lost. They don't know what to do with themselves, and just craziness downtown, and people are looking for like you said, looking for something outside themselves, looking for some kind of an answer.
Yeah, and you know, okay, so let's get down to it. Christianity, all right. Christianity are you know, one of the biggest religion right now. They're the most powerful, they're the most popular, right? But you know, me personally, you know, I've been. I mean, there's a lot of people who take advantage, you know, of the position and power, and that's when the problems, you know, begin. That's when, you know, yeah, the issues start. You know, I mean, there's a lot of programs and institutions that are, you know, popular and empowered, right? And the people who are in charge of these programs and, you know, institutions, most of the time tend to take advantage of the place in power and wind up taking money, you know, wind up taking advantage of women, wind up, you know, taking advantage of the position, you know, in power.
Yeah, and it's messed up. And
yeah. So, you want to say anything about your notes?
so
The oldest. Let's talk
the
about
oldest,
the oldest. Yeah.
the oldest. So the oldest religion is Hinduism, from what I understand, and so Hinduism is based in on the other side of the world, and it's a very old, obviously a very old religion, and it's the third largest religion in the whole entire world.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the oldest and it's the third largest. You know, and I don't know if they have much Hinduism out here, but I mean, just like any other religion, America seems to have a bit and pieces of, you know, of every religion out here. You know,
Yeah,
it's crazy because,
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, I mean, yeah, I mean, this is probably the only country like in the world that kind of allows all that. You know, I mean, if you go to other countries, it's just one. Mainly,
It's just one
it's
thing.
just one religion.
Yeah,
you know?
one religion. Yeah.
And if you believe in something else, they either look down on you or you're just like, you know, you're just not part of.
Yeah, and
you know,
in the United States, like you can, you know, it's you do whatever religion you want. It's like free country.
Of course,
Like
of course, and because of that we have, you know, that's the main reason why we have all the religions.
Yeah.
But now, okay, we're gonna touch back on the subject. Okay, me personally, I believe that like I said, you know, we're living in times where there's a lot of fraud, there's a lot of hoax, you know, and I'm gonna share one of my experiences of with that, you know, when it comes to Christianity, religion. I personally, joined this. It was like a program type of thing, right? And it was pretty much like a program for like if you're struggling, you're homeless, they'll shelter you and all this stuff, and which was good. I mean, I was vulnerable. I was in a very low point in my life,
Yeah.
and I was grateful that I was able to get some help.
Yeah.
But as I went along with this, program, I began to realize that a lot of stuff was just not adding up. For example, like we'll go and there was a big, huge church. I'm talking about this church, like multi-million, like dollar property, man. And as soon as they gave me the rules, right? And they're like, the rules were that we had to walk in there, and we're being recorded in their YouTube page. By the way, every time we went to church, and we went to church quite often, maybe like three times a week, maybe if that more.
Right.
Yeah, man. I didn't sign no paperwork or anything to like be recorded, and they didn't mention that either. But we had to pray.
Yeah.
For 1 hour, like 2 hours straight, and I'm talking about like you had to like be up there just praying, and
Yeah.
you couldn't turn around and look back. If you did, you'll get in trouble.
Right.
And
or you get kicked out.
Yeah, and you'll get kicked out.
Yeah.
And so we did that, and I was like, it didn't make sense to me, like, but I followed the rules, whatnot, and but I would get so tired of just like praying, like it's just because I felt like I was being forced. I was being forced to pray for 2 hours.
So I have a similar experience.
Wait, let me
Sorry,
finish. Yeah. And so I prayed for 2 hours, and I was just fed up, and and apparently they didn't want you to turn around because they didn't want you to they wanted to make us seem like we were all spiritually divine, and we all were praying to God and whatnot, and after that, I'm okay, whatever. This is a little too much prayer. Okay, it might be a little too much prayer, but all right. Maybe they just want us to pray so we can get in touch with God or whatnot. Nah. Then on certain days we will go to sell chocolate bars, and these chocolate bars were like it was they'll give us a box of about maybe 100 chocolate bars or something like that. 120, and then each chocolate bar we had to sell for $2, and we'll go in certain areas, right? And we'll go in this minivan, and it'll be about 13, 15 of us, man. And each of us would come back with like maybe 3 to 4, sometimes even $500. Because some people would just give us $20 and say keep the chocolate, right?
Yeah.
Because we'll come with like this badge and promoting the church, and all right.
Right, you're doing service.
Yeah, and we did that for about maybe 4 times out of the week, right? And I calculated, and just in my head, off of curiosity, I calculated how much money was that. You calculate $500 times 15, and then you multiply that money times 4, and that's just 1 week. So I'm talking about close to $100,000 a month cash that we're just bringing in, and our and what baffled me was like our living conditions and like the food they gave us. It was just like it quickly became. Makes sense to me that it was just all about the money, And when they went out, preaching and all that and stuff in church, most of because there was men on this side and there was women on this side, so it was men and women, and I remember inviting my brother. My brother came to, you know, to check out the church, and my brother's really like, oh, quote unquote, like he's really like into the Word of God, and he really does go to church and all that stuff. He really like he's full on Christian, and he right away told me like, man, these guys are, this is a hoax, you know, like you know, and because he was listening to the Word and the preacher and whatnot, he's like, man, like he was happy to see me that I was, you know, somewhere safe, right?
Yeah.
Anywhere's better than the streets.
And there's,
but
yeah.
He like pretty much told me like, you know what I mean? I got out of that place, man, because the whole point is like I soon realized that this place was just, you know, taking it was just, you know, it's all about the money, and it was just pretty much a hoax. And when I left that program, I later found out that, you know, they were going through all kind of lawsuits because apparently, like, it was just all fraud. Like the pastor and all this, they would, you know, he was being charged with fraud. He was being charged with all kind of shit because it was all fraud.
I have a similar experience. Yeah, I have a similar experience. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the Salvation Army. Was that in the Salvation Army there? No, okay. I was in the Salvation Army.
I'm gonna keep this program anonymous, but it was in the Salvation Army. No.
Oh, I should have probably. Oh well.
Yeah.
So I was in a program, and
absolutely.
Right,
So
I was in a program.
Oh yeah.
And,
talk to him.
So it was, you know, I was homeless. I needed help I had just gotten off the street, and you know, I was looking for help. And I went there, and don't get me wrong, this program helped me out a lot. It helped me out a lot, like a ton, and I'm grateful for that. But
Right.
you know, the lead guy there was doing some crazy stuff, like pretty much what you said. Like he was like taking all kinds of money from like donations and stuff, just crazy stuff.
Right.
And he was actually like. He definitely got in trouble for all that stuff, from what I remember. But you know, he was just an asshole, and you know, it's some people, you know.
I mean,
you
know,
when
somebody,
because,
I mean, when somebody's being like, you can feel someone's vibe, whether their intention, they're a good person, bad person, whether negative or positive person. I mean, you can just feel the vibe, you know.
Whether it's negative or positive.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just that simple. I mean, at the end of the day, okay, that's just.
I kind of trailed off.
Imagine, wait. No, you made a good point.
Yeah.
Imagine. These are people who are just. They're not even running millions of dollars. They're just like, you know, in charge of maybe a couple thousand, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands. Now imagine the world leaders of Christianity right now. Now, the main thing is this, that, I mean, when it comes down, let's go straight to, you know, the head, the main leaders right now.
Yeah.
These people are involved in politics. These people are involved in way deeper, you know, like way deeper things than we could ever imagine. They say that, you know, the truth, you can't. What's the truth? You can't handle the truth. Well, you know what? Sometimes, most of the time, that's true. You know.
Absolutely.
Now, imagine if, you know, these are just two leaders of two different, you know, two programs, right? Now imagine the world leaders of Christianity and what they're involved and the stuff that they're doing. You know, I just put that in perspective. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder what kind of you know.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, it is. And okay, and that's just Christian. That's just one religion, right? Christianity, which is the most popular.
Which is the largest religion.
And the largest and the most popular, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the end of the day, you know, we give power to whatever we believe. You know,
law of attraction.
Yeah, not the law of attraction. This is the law of empowerment. You know, Whatever you believe in, that's what you give power to. You know.
Right.
Yeah. But okay, now we're gonna hit on the next one.
Okay. So
the next one is. Go ahead.
The next, does religious, I apologize, I'm getting all tongue twisted. Does religion need to be moral? Does it need to be moral?
Doesn't need to be moral.
That's a pretty deep question.
Moral.
So
moral as in what moral?
Everybody has morals.
Oh yeah, morals. Yeah.
Morals.
Yeah.
Like sets of values that you live by.
Right.
And
What's up, y'all?
What up, man?
What up?
So morals.
Oh yeah, morals. So.
Okay, hold that. Morals. Boom. Now we're gonna hit our next religion with the morals. Jehovah Witnesses.
There you go.
Jehovah Witnesses. Now this one's quite interesting.
This one's very interesting.
So apparently, I mean here in Oregon, right? Jehovah Witnesses are pretty deep here. They're
I've
deep.
heard stories. Yeah.
I mean, you see them in every corner, like literally. Yeah. It's like they have shifts.
Don't they stay at home a lot?
No, I know. Let's look. They have shifts, man. Cause I be riding my bike and I see the same people a certain day. It's like they have shifts. They have to put hours in or something. Like, man. Okay, first and foremost, Jehovah Witnesses leaders, like their pastors and stuff, they're considered to be gods. Gods in flesh. Jehovah Witnesses leaders are considered to be gods.
That's crazy.
And because they're considered, and because they're considered to be gods, they're treated so. What that means, they are treated literally as if they were gods. They, when it comes to this religion, Jehovah Witnesses, first and foremost, when it comes to women.
So
wait.
My question is, real quick.
Right.
Sorry to cut you off. What do they have rituals like other religions? Do you think they do? From
what I know, Jehovah Witnesses, they can't celebrate nothing.
Right.
They have what was that thing you said earlier?
Morals.
Their morals are this, that they cannot celebrate no holidays.
No Christmas, no nothing.
No birthdays, no holidays. They gotta dress a certain way.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
If you're a woman, you gotta be covered up. You can't really be showing nothing, no cleavage, no short skirt, nothing. You gotta be, you know what I mean? You gotta be covered up. Just that by itself, you pretty much push yourself away from everyone else. Yeah. That you gotta this religion makes you cut off all your friends, all your so-called normal friends. Like if I was to turn to Jehovah's Witness tomorrow or something, you know what I mean? I would have to stop talking to you.
Right, yeah.
Because you celebrate holidays. You celebrate Christmas.
Okay.
You celebrate your birthday.
Sense, yeah.
So I can't hang around with you no more.
Yeah, okay.
So what this religion does, it isolates
from the rest of the world.
From the rest of society, from the rest of the world, and you cannot. Either you are all in, or you're just not welcome.
Yeah.
And there's been stories, oh my goodness, sad stories about people who literally given their lives to Jehovah's Witnesses, and because some rumors or maybe a couple mistakes that they've made, they get completely cut off from their whole family. Imagine getting cut off. Like your mom can't talk to you, your dad can't talk to you, your sisters can't talk to you, your cousins can't talk. Not only they can't talk to you, but they judge you.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Because you want to celebrate your birthday, you choose to celebrate this way. Man, this is a very, very serious and strict and organized religion. You know, Jehovah Witnesses. Also, when it comes,
I've always heard about that. Like on this topic, we had to. I mean, on this topic, I just needed to refresh my memory about it because I knew about it when I was younger, but I didn't really like study up on it as much.
Yeah.
It's pretty it's not mind blowing.
it is mind blowing. It's a trip.
mind-blowing,
It's a
yeah.
trip because I mean, when you see these people, right, Jehovah Witnesses, when you see them in the corners, they have a little flyer of, and it's always touching some kind of subject that's going on with the world. Like, you know, I seen one last time. How is your what do you call it? How's your mental health? And it had a question mark, right? And it was like, you know, it's just like,
what kind of question is that? Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like just anything to attract people. And you see them, they look all like they're, you know, they look good, right? And that's the whole part of their it's advertising.
Yeah.
People are literally advertising their religion in the corners, in the street corners, when giving out these little, you know, little books and whatever that look nice. But I mean, in reality, dude, like.
So what about this?
Wait.
Sorry.
In reality,
Yeah.
the religion is, like I said, they cut people off.
Yeah.
It don't matter if you're a family member. It don't matter if you could be my brother, my sister. I gotta, you know, if you're not following, I gotta cut you off. So they isolate this religion isolates families, right? And literally makes them worship living flesh men.
It's crazy.
Living flesh men. Yeah, at the end of the day, they say Jehovah, right? Jehovah, right? But these pastors, these leaders, they're, like I said, they're considered to be walking gods, right? I'm talking about the leaders of Jehovah Witnesses. Now, this is what it gets tricky. You ready for this?
Yeah.
The women are pretty much, how can I put this? Well, women cannot speak. Women cannot, pretty much, what is it called? They pretty much don't have rights in this religion. You know, the women.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the women cannot preach. They cannot lead. Matter of fact, you know, women can't really speak at
Right.
church. You know, something like that. But they pretty much don't have rights in this religion. You know, they can't really, they can't ever, you know,
No freedom.
Yeah, they can't preach, and no church service, right? Jehovah Witness. It's always the men.
Yeah.
Men are considered to be just, you know, the ones to, and so the women have no power in this religion. You know, they just gotta look good, dress nice, follow, you know, whatever the man says, and yeah.
What about this? What about the Hare Krishna religion?
What's that?
So the Hare Krishnas, that's a whole other religion as well. Not to switch topics on you.
I never heard of it.
It's very. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same as Hinduism, but it's very similar, and it's on the other side of I mean, it's all over the world, just like Christianity, but like it's kind of like it's Vedic literature.
Okay.
And it's like very old, just like Christianity, just like a lot of the religions, and
Interesting.
it's very like they talk about the super soul. They talk about the ego. They talk about like where your soul goes after you pass on from this world, and your body goes into reincarnation.
Cool.
Reincarnation.
It's kind of sound like Muslims, right?
Yeah.
Muslims
I'm not sure.
Muslims believe. No, Buddhism believe.
Buddhism, yeah.
They believe in reincarnation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But they don't have no bogus. I mean, okay, these are the top, you know, top ones: Christianity, Jehovah Witnesses, Buddhism, right? And which one?
Hinduism.
Hinduism, and Jewish. The Jewish.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the last one.
Judaism, right? Judaism.
I think so. Yeah.
Judaism, yeah. And now, I mean, here in Portland, right? I mean, today it's crazy because, like, going back to Jehovah's Witnesses, today I saw a group of people, and these guys are trying to talking to some group, and they're trying to convince them, and I guess they were asking questions back. But I mean, these religions, right? I'm talking about Jehovah's Witnesses, 'cause I'm still on that subject. They own so much real estate, man. It's like, it's ridiculous the amount of money that this religion has, But there's been
But a lot of them don't. A lot of them like Christianity too. Like
Yeah,
a lot of them
course.
own like
But
lots of-
we're on the Jehovah's Witness subject right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So dude, I seen this survey about Jehovah's Witnesses that, due to like the rules and regulations that they have, like, because this is something that you have to follow. It's like it's a lifestyle,
Right, yeah.
And there's been about it is rated the most suicides, the religion with the most suicides due to loneliness and depression. So if you're to, you know what I mean, and which makes a lot of sense, because, I mean, especially nowadays where we live in a world right now, in a time right now where social media is kind of like everything,
Yeah, we live in a world, an age of technology.
But when you, I mean, just imagine, I mean, okay, I'm just gonna put it like this. Imagine you're a teenager, and you're a Jehovah's Witness teenager, and you can't really hang out with, you really don't have any friends. Why? Because you don't fit in. Because most, you can't celebrate, birthdays or holidays, or,
What about birthdays?
You can't celebrate birthdays.
No
None of that.
birthdays.
None of
Wow,
that.
that's a really strict.
And you can't have social media.
No social media. That's really strict.
You can't have. I mean, no social media. No. So it's like it's very difficult. I mean, it's hard enough to try to fit in these times right now, and the time we're living in right now. I mean, but on top of that, just put on these rules and regulations. I mean, not only just the teenagers, just anybody, a man, a woman, and like, imagine, you literally have to cut everybody off. Everybody. The only people that are probably going to be, that you can socialize with will not, because of the rules and regulations of your religion and what you believe and your family believes in, is just literally just your family.
Yeah.
And that's what has caused the lead, of so many suicides in Jehovah's Witnesses. It must be.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It must be sad and depressing. Like,
oh yeah.
You can't talk. You can't do nothing. Pretty much. You know what I mean? Like, but go to church. That's it.
So when it comes to this entire topic as a whole, like, another thing is that I just learned about is Krishna means Christ in another language. I didn't know that. It's crazy.
Krishna. Now,
Krishna is the Hare Krishna, higher power, God.
Nice.
And Christianity, or Jesus, is obviously the higher power in Christianity.
Right.
And,
So
and they both want. I lost my train of thought, but it's pretty interesting.
Okay, now we're gonna go back a little bit. Now, imagine this. All right. What if conspiracy time? This is conspiracy right here. Conspiracy time. You ready? Now, imagine. This is a conspiracy. Imagine all religions were just fake. Imagine all the religions were just fake. Imagine all the, it's just been all man-made. It's just all fake, and it's just.
What if there was no God?
No, oh, that's a deeper one.
That's a deeper one.
It is a deeper, but
that is interesting.
Okay, personally, do you believe in God?
Honestly, I do believe in God.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
And personally, I believe in I believe that
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
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 The absolute truth.
Yeah. No.
I
Well,
don't
no.
know. But so
You
really
believe in a higher
quick,
power. All right.
I believe in a
That-
higher power.
that's-
But the thing is, I just believe that there's something out there. I don't know what it is.
That's good
and,
enough.
and that's good enough for me.
Yeah, it is.
And everybody has their own. To each their own.
Yeah. Me personally, I do believe there's a God. I believe there's a higher power, and you know, just like you said to me, that's good enough for
Yeah.
me. You know. So now, before we end this subject, man, you know, so we live, we are. There's a lot of religions. There's just, you know, just. Oh my, it's ridiculous.
This is a mind-blowing topic,
yeah.
for sure.
There's a lot of religions, and there's a lot of
religions,
you know.
yeah.
I believe that as long as man is still alive, there's always going to be lies. There's always going to be hoax. There's always going, but
There's always going to be wars on religion.
yeah, there's going to be of course, you know, doubt. There's always going to be this, that. But the thing is this: God is in each and every one of us, you know.
Yes.
At the end of the day, just like how there's good, there's evil. Just like how there's, you know, bad, there's good, right? It's just, it's the yin and yang, you know.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
Yeah, yin and yang, you know. There's
One complements the other.
there's gotta be, you know. But when it comes to God, I believe that we're living in such a desperate time that everybody's too busy trying to focus on the outside, looking out here to feel better.
Fix what's in here.
Exactly, to feel better in here. When the reality, and you know, I believe that the answer lies, you know,
Within yourself.
yeah, within each and every one of us, you know. So I believe God is in us, and you know, a higher power created all of us. You know, there's a purpose and there's a reason why you woke up this morning today. There's a purpose, there's a reason why, you know, we're all still alive today. We're still breathing, you know. And it's up to us it's our responsibility, you know, to figure out what it is that, you know, our destiny and our purpose is in this world, you know. So, you know, don't get easily swayed and moved by all these, you know, things or people that sound good, but in reality, they're just using you for
Their own personal gain.
their own personal, yeah, for
Whatever.
your money, they're using you for as an asset, you know. But the reality is this, man. It's real simple. I think the best things in life are free, first and foremost. I think, you know, life was given to us. You know, our higher power gave us our life, and you know, it's free. We don't have to pay nothing to breathe. You know, we don't have to, you know, and
Those things in life are
yeah.
free.
With that said, I mean, with all the stuff that's going on, man, you know, in the world right now, I believe that God is watching over us. You know, whoever created us is watching over us, and
He's all seeing,
we're
all knowing.
we're running amok, you know,
Yeah.
causing all, you know, destroying the whole playground that He created for us. You know,
Nothing good grows in the
we're
dark.
getting greedy with each other, fighting with our, you know, it's like
Yeah.
it's like a whole bunch of, you know, it's like, you know, if I was the creator of this world and
You'd
you
be
know,
upset.
us humans, well, I mean,
Or
yeah, I'll probably be upset and stuff. I mean, I mean, yeah, you know, that's a good word, but you know, ultimately, no matter what, you know, my children do, or you know, here on earth, if I was, you know, that higher power, I will always look out for them, and I will always love them. And love is the most powerful thing, man. It really is. So show some love, man. To, you know what I mean? Give some love, man. Show some love. Be kind. you know, whenever you see somebody that just doubts, I mean, if you don't agree with somebody, just be kind. You know, you don't have to be an asshole, and
Yeah.
you know, just be kind. Let's be kind to each other.
Basically,
man.
yeah. Don't
I
be
think
an
that's
asshole.
I think that's what God wants for each and every one. Just be be kind.
We're only
Just
on here.
enough.
We're only on this earth for a short, limited time.
But when it comes to religion, what do you believe in? Is there a God that is watching over this whole world right now? Or are there multiple gods
Demigods.
that are in charge right now? Or is it all a hoax and we all been lied to this whole time and there is no God? Well, the reality is this. Whatever you believe in, that's what you give power to.
Exactly.
So, you guys have a good one, man. Reporting live from downtown Portland. This has been Gabriel and your boy Adam. Man, stop playing. We're out here.